Life would be so much easier if we gave ourselves permission to be that person that we wish to be, living that dream life that we wish to be living. So why not give ourselves permission to be that person now? Why wait? Why would you wait for the perfect time, the perfect circumstance? Why would you wait? There is no such thing. You're the one dictating what is perfect and what is not perfect. There's no such thing. You are still going to go through challenges no matter what. If you do it from 1 year from now, 6 months from now, 1 year from now, you're the one dictating what that means. So why not build up to be that person now to your best ability? Why not build to be that person now? It may take some time to fully embody being that person. So why not start now and start building a routine, start studying the habits and skills now that you think that person would be embodying, that person would have. So why not start now? Only now exists. So now is the perfect time. Now is the perfect time to start being that person. Do not wait. Do not wait, because you're the ones putting those limitations on yourself. So why put those limitations on yourself? Start thinking in the mindset of that person. What would that person be doing now? I want to get to this goal. What would that person be doing now to build up to that thing? Because it's like we're training to climb Mount Everest. What would that person do? They probably would start looking up what kind of hiking gear they would need. They would probably start going on small hikes now and start building up for that crazy goal. They would start building up. They won't just climb Mount Everest like now. They would start building up. So it's time for you to start building up to that thing, because it might take some time as well. Let's not be ignorant. It might take some time. So let's start now, because that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. If we're training for a marathon, we got to start running. We don't just go and do a marathon unless you're an athlete already and you already know that you're amazing. But generally, we need to start training now, because this is something new to us entirely. We're going to be very awkward at first, but that's okay. Everything is awkward at first. So let's give ourselves a beautiful, safe environment to do that thing. Allow ourselves to be vulnerable and to be our best friend, because it's gonna be awkward and it's okay. And you're gonna be your biggest cheerleader through it, and you're gonna surround yourself with people who are also gonna be your cheerleaders. But at the end of the day, you got to be your best, your number one cheerleader, because it doesn't really matter what other people think. It matters what you think the most. So it's time for you to grant yourself permission to be that person. It is time for you to be your biggest cheerleader. It is time to reprogram your subconscious mind, because 90 to 95% of your unconscious decisions are based off your subconscious programming. So you gotta work on your affirmations, you gotta work on your scripting, your visualization, anything that gets you into that state of mind that you are that person now, that your dream life is waiting for you, that it's very possible. You have to build that momentum to be that person. Start going. If you want to be this person, start reading books that might be helpful to you. Start going to workshops that might be helpful to you, taking classes, surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who are maybe already there or want to go in that direction. You got to start inspiring yourself and allowing other things to inspire you. It's a balance. Inspire yourself, set goals, learn new things, and allow things to inspire you. You need to impress the subconscious mind. It's very important, very important. Subconscious mind is everything. Allow yourself to impress your mind, to start building a world where you're doing that, because guess you're a lifelong learner, so why not start learning about what it takes to be that person, what it takes to be that person you need to impress your subconscious mind, and start building that life now to your best ability, because it may take time, and that's okay, because it's fun building. You need to learn to enjoy the process of things, enjoy the journey, because that's going to be really fun for you. It's going to be so much fun. Learning is so much fun. And start now. Do not wait. You are so blessed. You are so supported by the universe. Why would the universe not support your dreams? Why would the universe not support your dreams when you are the universe? You are the universe. And it's time for you to step into that role now. You have gotten so good at playing the role that you are now. So why not step into a new role? You've been thinking about it. You've been talking about it. You've been dreaming about it. Why leave it as just a dream? Why not make it reality? Why leave the dream as a dream? Why not make it a reality? You gotta make a plan. You gotta stop just meditating. You also need to take action. You need to take inspired action. Energy is a big chunk of it, but also building that momentum to that being that person is very important. If you start taking action, your intuitive nudges will guide you to the right places and things and people, and it's going to be so beautiful. You're going to see so many synchronicities in your life. The doors are just going to open to you. And it's going to be so beautiful. And the doors, might open to you very easily, and sometimes guess what, you might need to just push it open, and you might need to just ram into it. And that's okay, because you are proving to the universe what you want. It is you who is testing yourself. You are the universe. The universe is like, how bad does this person want it? How bad does it? Let me see. The universe is over here filing their nails. They're like, I don't believe you. This is what you want? I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. So, but once they see something interesting, they'll be like, oh, they're actually working out and eating healthy. Maybe they do want this. So it's like that. Like, the universe is you, and you're playing a game with yourself. It sounds really funny. I mean, that is what I resonate in dogma and all these beliefs that are roaming around in the spiritual community. I resonate with that we are like the universe, and we're like, well, does this person really want this? We'll see. And I believe it. Maybe you believe it. Maybe you resonate with it. Maybe not. But I feel that way a lot. Like, I'm testing myself. And sometimes challenges come our way, and it's an opportunity for us to grow and to decide what we want to do with it, right? I had a teacher, for example, and I did not like the way he would speak to me and some of the people there. And it was an opportunity for me to ask myself, do I want to stay here and deal with it and just kind of work on ignoring certain things, how I'm being spoken to, so I can grab the knowledge from him, because obviously he's a teacher and there's something to learn from him on a technical level, and ignore the bullshit? Or am I gonna use this opportunity to walk away and be like, guess what, I can find my own teacher that I resonate with more, and that person will equally have a lot of knowledge to share with me, and just validate myself. Like, yeah, I don't like that, and it's okay to walk away. So every challenge that comes your way, what are you going to do with it? What do you think is more beneficial? And you need to validate that choice, because it's valid. And you need to resonate with it. You need to resonate with it, what you're going to do, because no one can tell you what to do. People can give you advice, but at the end of the day, like, what feels good to you? For me, in that case, it felt good to walk away. Maybe at first I was like, I felt bad. I felt like I was judging too much, but you have to make your own decision and feel what it is that you really want to do in that scenario. So that's why I'm saying don't wait for the perfect moment to do things, because also, like, you're gonna get challenges along the way, and it's okay. And no matter how successful you are, you're gonna have these challenges. So why wait? Impress that subconscious mind, like I said, and just, like, if that analogy helps you, that you are the universe and you're testing yourself, and it's up to you to prove to the universe that you want that dream reality, that you wish to be that person, then I'm really happy for you, because it's a really fun game, actually. To me, it's like a game. It's like, how can I prove to the universe today that I am this person? How can I prove to myself that I am that person? And just be so excited to be that person, because you're choosing it. You're choosing to be that person, and stay inspired. Inspire yourself, inspire other people. Like, do not wait, because I feel like sometimes we are waiting to be inspired as well, but don't wait to be inspired. Inspire yourself, but obviously, like, inspiration is wonderful, whether it comes from yourself or other people, but having balance is very important in life. So yeah, don't wait for don't wait for the perfect time. Do not wait, because it's, pivotal. It's pivotal for you to start building to be that person, because guess what? We are here on earth for a limited time. As far as we know, we're here for a limited time. So why wait for the perfect time? Impress your subconscious. Start being that person now to the best of your ability, and know that you're gonna have challenges along the way. So don't let challenges defeat you. Don't let anyone talk you out of what you want to do. Surround yourself with like-minded people, positive, happy people, and you'll see how much happier you're gonna be anyways, by following your highest excitement, by following that thing that you want to do. And it's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel so good. You're just gonna radiate positivity, and sometimes you're gonna have off days, but that's part of the challenges, right? Like, you're gonna have these days regardless. You might question yourself regardless, but if you keep going and know that this is really what you want, then it's gonna be okay. And maybe along the line you realize that you don't want to do that thing, and hey, that's okay too. That's okay too, because it's gonna lead to the next thing, and that's okay. That's great. But right now, the thing that excites you the most, the thing that you're passionate about doing, the thing that you've always been dreaming about doing, do that thing now. Turn off this video, turn off all the noise, and do that thing now, and stop limiting yourself. Learn to be more creative about that thing. Learn to be, like, if you have a challenge your way, like I said, you're always going to have challenges. Be like, what can I do in this scenario? How can I overcome this challenge? Use your imagination. Our imagination is a gift from God. Like, God created us. I don't know how that works. Obviously we have our own belief systems about that. But say we're created in the image of God. God created us, or whatever, and now it's time for us to be creative ourselves now. So let's be creative and think about ways we can make our dream reality come true. Let's open our minds. Let's open our state of our consciousness. Let's think outside the box. Let's get better at thinking. Let's get better at, this is what the brain was created for. So to think and solve problems, and to be amazing, not to use our brains to, like, for negativity, not to tell ourselves negative things. Like, our brain is not so much for like, well, for me personally, like, I think the brain is a good tool, so let's start using it as a good tool instead of keeping us locked down, instead of keeping us in a box, instead of dragging ourselves down and like just not being the person that we wish to be. Let's empower ourselves with our brain. Like, what can I do now that is going to get me closer to being that person, that's going to get me closer to that dream reality? And stop complicating it. I feel like these days everyone's complicating it. Like, I have to do a million affirmations, I have to do a million meditations, and I'm not saying these are all great tools. I'm the one encouraging you to do these tools, but at the end of the day, like, they're just tools. Like, you can also just do the thing and ignore your self-dialogue, ignore what everybody, you can just, you don't, it's not, to live your dream reality, it's not a prerequisite to do these tools. Like, there's successful people out there that have never heard of any of this before, that have never done affirmations in their life, that have never done scripting, that never done any of these tools, have never used any of these tools, and they're living, I'm not going to go into happiness, whether they're happy or not, it doesn't matter, but I mean, what I mean in the scenario, it doesn't matter, because my point is they're living their dream life, they're following their path, and that's what I want you to do. That's what you need to do, where it's like, these tools are tools, but you don't really need any tools. You can just wake up and start being that person to your best ability. You do not need to use any of these tools. They just may be helpful in giving yourself permission to be that person. And the point is to give yourself permission and start living that life and not needing anything or anyone. To, I mean, you can be that person now, and all you need to know is that you have everything within you and that the universe supports you. And I mean, you don't even need to know that either, really. That's just something that, like, may be helpful to hear, and I believe it's the truth, but at the end of the day, like, all you need to know is that you have everything within you, and that you are the one putting limitations on yourself by not being creative enough. And, you know, it's like, it's really that simple. Obviously, there's people around the world who are experiencing more challenges than us, and we can get into that in more detail in another video, because obviously that's something that comes up, right? Where maybe you're watching all these manifestation videos, but you're like, but there's people suffering in other countries. We'll get into that later, because I also have those feelings sometimes. And like, I also feel like, damn, but I feel like we need to use that as, you know, we are so blessed. We are so blessed, and we are so privileged. And maybe even think, what would that person, if they were here, what would they be doing? They probably would be taking advantage of everything. What I mean is, like, from other countries, like somebody in another country who has maybe way more limitations than us. Like, what would they be doing if they were here in our shoes? They would be so happy, likely, and taking advantage of every single little thing. And they'd probably be like, oh damn, these softies, like, which I'm not saying that's bad, like, that, you know, we are soft. It's okay. Like, we all have our different journeys, and there's nothing to feel bad about. But what I'm saying is, let's put into perspective of, like, the fact that there are people out here who have way more challenges than us, and being that we're so privileged and blessed, let's, like, really step into that. Know that you are blessed and privileged, and not feel guilty about it, but, like, just really, like take advantage of that. Like, let's stop feeling disempowered. There's no, like, it's okay. Feelings are natural, obviously. Like, I'm not saying not to feel, but let's step into that power, because we are so powerful. We are conscious creators. We have access to so much knowledge and so many opportunities. You just need to open your eyes. Like, you really just need to open your eyes. Start looking for evidence. I want you to start looking for evidence that you are blessed, that you are worthy, that you are so abundant. I need you to look for evidence that you're so loved. I need you to look for evidence everywhere that you look, that what you're saying, all these affirmations, everything that you want to work on is the truth. And stop looking for evidence that it, like the opposite, like that you're not abundant. Like, stop looking for that. When you buy something from the store, instead of saying that it's so expensive, say that it's so cheap, that you're so blessed that you're able to buy it. And if you feel like it's not the if you feel like you don't want to buy that thing now for whatever reason, hey, start building up. Start saving to buy that thing. Build up to be that person. Build up to have that dream reality. That person is probably not going to say that's so expensive. That person is probably going to be like, you know, like, either they're going to be like, yes, let me get that right now. Or they're going to be like, you know, maybe not now, but I'll get that thing. If I really want it. If I really want it. I feel like I want it, but I don't know how much I want it. And that's okay. That's okay. Like, I go to the store and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if, I wouldn't say that's expensive, but I don't know if I want it that much, because I didn't jump for joy. Like, oh yeah, I want that thing now, because I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that price, because I like to say that I'm like, I like to say that I'm like the Jew. I like to say that I'm not politically correct, guys. So mind me, I like to say that I'm like a really cheap Jew. Like, I like to save my money where I can. And if that offends you, I'm sorry, but like, I am not politically correct. I love like my old school comedies. I love like White Chicks and the Zohan and all these things, and probably people would not like some of the things in those movies now, but I am not politically correct. These movies are hilarious to me, and I do feel like there's a lot of toxic positivity going on, because I feel like we should also be able to laugh at our own selves. Obviously, be sensitive towards people, but like, I like to laugh at myself, and I like when people are laughing. I like when people are so confident that they laugh at themselves too, like making fun of themselves. Obviously, it's only funny if everyone's on the same boat of that's so funny. And if you're watching this movie and you know that things are going to be said, then you're the one who's like going out of your way to be like, I'm going to watch this movie, and there might be some crude humor or whatnot, and that's a risk I'm willing to take, and I'm gonna have to be okay with it. And that's how I feel. Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting on a tangent, but like, the point was, be that person now. Do not wait for the perfect moment, and to your best ability, be that person. As I said, reprogram your subconscious mind to your best ability. And know that everything is a tool. Everything is a tool. You don't need anyone. You don't need anything but yourself. Know that everything is within. And like I said, you don't need to know any of this stuff. It's just like, is it helpful to you or is it not? Does it resonate with you? Does it not? You don't even have to say that the universe supports you. But if that helps you, it helps me. Great. If it doesn't, if you like, it is what it is. You really don't need any of this stuff, though. You don't need any of this. I mean, there's plenty of successful people who have never done affirmations, who've never done visualization. It's just a tool, and I want you to know that, and I want you to really take note of that. I really need you to also know that you are all that you need. And I keep repeating myself, so I'm going to stop playing this video. I'm going to stop playing this video. But you are all that you need. You are all that you need. You are all that you need. Put that in your subconscious mind. Learn to be creative. Be creative. Allow yourself to be creative, because your dream reality is around the corner. It is around the corner. It is around the corner. You are all you need. You are all you need. You are all you need. Give yourself permission to be that person. Give yourself permission to be that person. Study the habits, study the skill sets, build up to be that person living that dream reality. Be inspired by others, and inspire yourself, inspire others. Allow yourself to be that person. I'm going to stop this video now because I keep blabbing, and for some reason I keep blabbing more, and I guess I'm a yapper, and I guess I guess that I repeat a lot of the things that I say, but that's okay, because guess what? I'm doing this, and either you're going to resonate with it or not, and that's okay. That is quite all right, because guess what? There is a million YouTubers out there, and I'm just one more, and that's okay. So I'm going to stop this video now because I just keep